we did. All right, guys, welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 4. It's episode 4.
Return of the
listeners
Jedi.
here, it's episode 3.
It's Return of the Jedi.
Oh, no, it's episode 5.
3.
This is actually 5, but for you listeners,
This is just the next
3.
podcast that we uploaded.
Exactly, and
I'm pretty sure you can count.
Where did I put
And I'm
my
pretty
phone
sure
now?
you don't give a fuck either.
No.
So, all right, let me pull up a topic here.
Yeah, so we just finished watching a video of zorbing in Russia.
Yeah, I was in Russia, and they were like at a ski resort or like a lot of snowboarders.
And if you don't know what zorbing is, it's like an inflatable like mouse ball that humans go in, and you can just
They're called gerbils.
gerbils, mice,
Gerbils, zorbs.
whatever. It's like a human ball that you just go in and you can run like a rat.
They actually look really fun. But these Russians took it to like a ski resort.
They went on an entirely new level and pushed the limits to the limit.
The Russian
Literally.
limit where they fucking die.
Yeah,
like-
it's very sad.
Yeah. So like there's people at the bottom of the hill. It's like a hill on the top of a mountain. So
Yeah, you guys obviously have not seen the Walrus video.
yeah.
Walrus?
Exactly.
Have you seen that one?
No. The Walrus movie where
That's way worse than the
horror
fucking
movie,
Russian.
or
What happened in
the
that
Walrus?
one?
The Walrus video. Walruses are literally jumping off the edge of a fucking cliff.
Oh, that's
Just
I know,
because
I think
that's
I've
what they
seen
fucking
that.
do.
Yeah,
For
they get
fun?
scared. No, because they get scared.
I don't know, but they're ragdolls going down
Yeah,
side of
'cause
like
they
a
get
200-foot cliff.
So the
hitting
Indians used to
rocks.
do that to buffalo. When
Oh,
They
yeah.
would like get the buffalo to the edge of the cliff, and then they would chase them in horses, and the buffalo would just.
It's like in the movie
They
300.
just run off the edge of the cliff, and then the Indians would just like gather the meat. That's like how they hunt. It's like, yeah, we just killed millions.
They're
of them.
lazy
So then
fucks.
why are walrus doing it then?
It's some primal
Something that scared
instinct.
them.
They're scared. They just need to get the fuck
but
away.
why are they scared?
I don't know. Don't ask. I ain't no walrus.
Oh, I thought maybe
The
there
video
was some
I
context
thought
in the
I had
video.
seen was like something was scaring them. Like I don't know if it was a whale or something on the other side, like an orca or something.
The rocks
Why
are
would there
just
be
too
an
slippery.
orca at the top of a cliff?
The bottom of the cliff, he broke through maybe.
I'm so confused. I don't understand.
It's not like a cliff. I'm
Orcas
thinking of like a
don't
ledge.
understand you either. I don't know. It was like some kind of primal thing. They just needed to get where the hell they were going fast.
They're
And
dumb,
some of them were
basically.
just stupid.
Yeah, they're just dumb. They have small brains.
Dude, but there was like one that survived. It hit so many goddamn rocks and it still like crawled at the end. It was like weird. It was bad. That's not a good video to watch.
I thought walruses like swam for the most part.
Yeah, they were trying to get to the water
They're
or something.
dumb too, though.
Oh, they are.
Yes.
I guess. I mean, if
It's the
they're
one with the
jumping
big
off it-
tusk. It's like a sea lion.
I know what a walrus is.
Yeah, you don't see them on land ever?
Because I had like a super.
sound-
I don't ever see them in the water, to be honest.
Well,
Just lay there.
Google walrus. There'll be like 1 out of like
We
100
don't-
pictures if they're in the water.
we don't have walrus around where we live. So
There's
how the
zoos.
fuck do you plan on seeing walrus in the water?
Google.
Beach or a beach.
In the beach.
You Google.
Yeah,
Google-
A zoo.
Our beach does not have walruses.
A
though.
zoo. I meant a zoo.
That's because the tide's too high or whatever the fuck.
That'd be cool if we had walruses just all over the beach at Michigan City.
No, it would not be cool to see walruses.
It'd be better than seagulls.
I mean, you would have them both.
Probably like steal like
Literally,
too, like,
you just
once a
type
year.
in walrus in Google and images, and there's nothing about it being in the fucking underwater. It's on top of the water. You see it on top of everything. No, they're not.
What the?
You don't see a walrus swimming.
I was.
At least no photographer
They
wants to
can't
take
They're
a
just like
picture.
built like
Yeah,
steel.
because nobody has underwater cameras.
Yes, they do. Well, yeah, there's a lot of people that have underwater cameras.
Not yet.
Yes.
Yeah, walrus are just.
What year are you living in?
They haven't gotten
They have-
GoPros
they
out
have-
there yet.
Oh shit.
I don't know. I heard the cheapest models they're making their way out there.
No.
They're gradually getting picked up. Like, these are all literally just selfies of walruses that stole fucking cheap-ass GoPros. Selfie. Oh, there's one underwater. Here you go. Look at that shit. Literally one out of like 49 pictures.
Yeah, it's like a
ugly.
seal.
Yeah, it looks like a retard. Needs to get out of the water.
So, first topic I was going to tell you about.
Second topic.
I think
No, this
we're
is
on the
first
fifth.
one I was going to tell you about.
Oh, but this is the second.
Oh,
topic
this is
of
the one about
podcast.
Trump. All right, go ahead.
Okay, go for it.
No, it's not about
What-
Trump.
Go
What
ahead,
do you-
Brian.
But, okay, so supposedly I heard this. I read it and I heard it.
Source.
I don't know if it's true.
Source.
But
Supposedly.
basically, when Mike Tyson was in The Hangover,
Okay.
he the tattoo artist who did the tattoo on his face sued for his art being shown on the movie without his consent. So, and he won, and they had to pay out to the tattoo artist.
Because you
So
signed something,
essentially-
right?
No. So basically, what they're saying is like, if he won that argument, if you get a tattoo, say you get a tattoo on your face, then the tattoo artist essentially owns the rights to that portion of your face,
They own royalties.
of your body. Yeah, they own royalties.
But only if you've signed it
on
away.
your body. What do you mean?
I've never got a tattoo. Do you go in? Do you have to sign something?
I don't think you sign anything.
I don't
I
have
think
any
it's just
tattoos.
if
I
they
don't know.
get the right lawyer, they can find out what to fight. And he lost.
So
Yeah.
basically, anybody in the public eye that has tattoos, if there's an
Yeah.
artist out there that says,
And the artist
oh,
could be like, hey, you're a YouTuber and I fucking gave you your tattoo and you're not giving me recognition for my art. They fucking sue. As long as you have a good enough lawyer to win that battle, you own the rights to someone's body
dang, well,
on accident.
that's some good
We
knowledge
should
to
become
know
a
because,
tattoo artist for famous people.
ooh, yeah, too bad I'm not artistic. Not that
Me
level.
neither.
I just Googled tattoo artist sue, and everything that's coming up. Can you sue a tattoo artist for doing a shitty ass goddamn job?
Look up Mike Tyson tattoo artist sue.
Well, that's good to know though, because if I ever, for whatever reason, am on camera and a lot of people see it, then I'll just make sure, or hopefully make sure it's either covered up.
Yeah,
So-
either cover it up or fucking kill your
Sorry,
tattoo
tat-
artist after you get a tattoo.
I'm not killing anybody. It's not worth that.
Or just give your own tattoos.
Ooh.
Make your own.
My cousin actually
Get a
had did
pen.
that. My
Yeah.
cousin,
Just get
he
a
was
pen.
in when he was in college. They did
Needle?
stick poke. They just would do like beer pong and get like super drunk, and then decide, oh, let's do some like stick and poke. And he's got like three different tattoos that are stick and poke homemade,
I remember a
like prison
girl-
tattoos.
Like henna,
No, like they're
Like-
there. They're permanent, but
you
I mean, they're
branding them?
Do you have to
No,
be a
like
certain
stick
age
and
to
poke.
buy those needles? Because I remember a girl asking me, because she was like 16 at the time and I was 18. Someone asked me to buy them a needle big enough so they can give themselves tattoos, but you had to be 18 to buy it.
I don't. I mean, I could very well be wrong, but I don't think you have to have a specific needle. Like,
Well,
if,
it's just a thick enough needle for ink to go in through.
if you do it like really sketch,
It's like a sewing needle, but thick.
yeah. If you do it like a really sketchily, you can do it with just about any pen ink, I think.
But
Maybe
like,
not.
Don't you have to have like an actual needle, like a skin needle?
Yeah, you have to have like a needle, and you just
Yeah, but it has
like,
to be like
You gotta break
poke.
open the skin and
Yeah.
then put the ink in the skin, and it's like it.
yeah. So you're like
Size the
But
doing
you
it
couldn't buy like just like a
simultaneously.
needle like in thread because those are too tiny. I think you would need something hollow enough for ink to go through.
You just
Wouldn't
gotta
you?
break open the skin and
Yeah.
shove some fucking ink in there.
Yeah.
But so a needle has a hole through it where the ink would go.
Because
In
it's
a
more
tattoo
efficient.
gun, yeah, but like Ryan said, all you have to do is actually essentially break the skin open and then stuff some ink in there and just keep doing it over and over and over again. So hypothetically, you could maybe take like a pen and draw some shit and then like poke it and then draw some shit and then poke it and then draw some shit and poke it. like,
Oh, like break it,
repeatedly
yeah.
over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know how
as
you
long as
do
it hurts enough, it should probably
I
work.
just always heard it has to be a certain gauge needle. Like the needle has to be fairly thick.
No, because like
And to be that, you have to be a certain age
like-
to buy that.
like tribals people, what like
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
dude, like I don't even
like
want
the
to know.
like the Hawaiians and that they
Yeah.
didn't have hollowed needles.
They use like
can't
porcupine
imagine.
needles.
They would just poke. It was
Probably
it's
just cut
very
their skin open with a knife and then just fill it
no,
with
it's
ink.
very painful. Like if you do it, it's not comfortable. Even just a regular tattoo is not comfortable. But that's like a different
I'm
level.
gonna cry the whole time I get my tattoo.
You're getting a tattoo?
I really don't
I'm getting one
understand
eventually.
What do
how
you
a
want?
tattoo stays. So it has to be on like the 8th layer of your skin, right?
I don't know.
Sure.
Because they say like
There's
the 7
8
layers.
layers?
Well, they say the 7 layers
Oh,
of your
that's
skin
nacho dip.
Well, they
Like,
eventually
slowly fade.
All of them eventually fade over time. It just
I
some.
thought
just
there was
might
only
take a
3.
lot
But I thought the
longer.
7 layers of your
Oh, there's
skin
only
like,
three
change within
3
7
layers of
years.
skin.
Okay.
Dermis, epidermis, something else. I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
I haven't been in
Dove.
school for years.
Sound like a Dove commercial.
But 8 layers of skin just sounds
Pretty sure there's 7 layers of skin.
even 7. Like I
And
literally
I think
thought
the
it was just
tattoo has to
3.
be on the bottom one. Otherwise, it'll be gone after 7 years. I think they say every 7 years you're a new person.
Yeah, actually.
Skin-wise.
Yeah.
Well,
Supposedly-
Adam
But how did your tattoo stay for longer than 7 years then?
because
I don't
it's
know.
mutation, the
That's the-
DNA. They know what the fuck to recreate and repopulate.
They put the ink in your DNA.
No, your DNA is the fucking. It just knows what the fuck's going on, and then when another thing comes and takes over, it already knows the DNA.
Somebody who's smarter than us. comment
Skin
in the
has
section-
3 layers.
No, comment in the sections below on how tattoos stay on your body for years and years and years, longer than 7.
There's
If anyone knows
literally
the answer
YouTube
to
videos
that,
out
send
there
me a
about that.
YouTube. Yeah, I know. I'm like
Yeah, you
telling
just-
people, and I don't want to search for it myself. I want our listeners
I just want a
God,
link.
he's so
to give
lazy.
me a link. What are you looking up?
So
Did you
what-
find it?
3 layers of skin, motherfucker.
How
what-
many layers of skin are there?
3, not 8. What the fuck,
Why did I
man?
think there were 7?
What kind of tattoo are you
God.
wanting?
I just want everything that tells me about my life. No one will understand
oh
it
shit!
except
so
for
it's gonna
me.
be big.
Yeah,
First one's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be like right below my elbow. It's going by my left side, right below my elbow, all the fuck the way up. It'd be like a half chest, probably half back thing, and then eventually cover the
Rose?
entire fucking body.
In your entire life?
No, just like I get
Just one
the
day.
half chest, half back. I get that within like half a year because you gotta wait for shit to heal. All right, it's all
Yeah,
done
you gotta
then.
wait 2 weeks for.
And then my entire body will be covered by the end of next year.
I'm probably not ever going to get any tattoos.
Wow, you're such
I
a
don't think you'll ever.
Catholic boy.
I just don't see anything being that important to me that I want it on my body forever.
I mean, tattoos aren't for everybody. Like some people like them, some people don't. It's
No,
it's
I
just a form of
totally.
art.
That's why I'm saying like I totally get people who do, but for me, like when I think about it, I'm just like, I literally cannot think of anything I would want
Yeah.
to be on me forever.
No, a couple weeks
to
ago.
me, it like blows my mind.
A couple weeks ago, I went to Vegas and got a henna tattoo, and yeah, it's just a henna tattoo. It was like a drunk thing. I just did it. I got it right on my neck, like right there.
Did you see the pictures, bro?
And-
oh my god.
And in the moment, it was kind of cool. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. Like, I initially did it just to prank my mom because I don't have tattoos. So I was just like, okay, I'm going to go home and I'm going to freak her out because, like, the neck tattoo is the most or the worst, I guess
Yeah,
you could
because it's
say.
just like right in your
Even
next to
worse-
face.
all the time.
Okay. Even
So-
worse than Mike Tyson tattoo.
Yeah, I was gonna say next to face, like that's the next thing that's like, what the fuck? Especially if you don't have any. Like if your
Yeah.
body's covered them in, and you're eventually going to your neck, okay, that's something different. But this would be the first one. So I just did it as a prank. Anyways, the prank got ruined. my sister sent a picture to my mom, and she saw it, and she knew it was fake before it even happened. So
failure.
It wasn't a failure on my part, though.
I don't know. Your bloodline has failure now. Like,
Does it?
I don't know.
So, anyways, just within those couple days of having it, I was like, it was cool the first day. The second day, kind of. The third day, I was like, I just want it gone. Like,
yeah, you
I
should get
scrubbed
a
the
tattoo you
fuck out of it.
actually would like. Like, just get one on your arm or whatever.
Here's the thing, though. Like, I think people like with really good like sleeves and like really good like neck. I think it looks good.
Yeah.
Like, there's people who like really look good with tattoos. I think it looks really good on them. Guys, girls, like I could see really good ones. And I think like that looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
But when I think about it, I'm like, who the fuck would get something that's gonna be on their body forever? Like, it also blows my mind thinking about that.
You can get it removed nowadays. Far easier than you could
Yeah.
like
Why
10,
would you
20
do that?
years ago.
To me, it still blows my mind. But then I also like see people, and I'm like, that person looks fucking amazing with tattoos.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it
see
fits.
exactly what you're saying.
But still, I can't get over it.
No, you just can't think of what you would want to put on your body.
I think that's what it is that, like, I just can't imagine something being that important to me where I was like, I want to see it on me for the rest of my life. I guess I don't have anything that I can think of.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just like, it's not something you want to see like all the time, but it's just something.
But that you're that passionate about?
It's just
It-
part of you.
It's more in like the art itself. Like, if you're like a huge fan of art and something has a lot of meaning to you, and eventually after you get like your whole entire arm covered, like each individual tattoo will mean something, but you won't think as much about that one as you would if that was just your only one.
Yeah, I
After a while, it just
get
like,
it.
Oh, that's fucking cool. I got like my whole entire arm covered.
yeah.
Like,
No,
I
yeah.
don't know.
I get it as like
My
other
biggest
people think differently, so they might get it, but like
My biggest thing is I am like I really want tattoos, but then I always think like, okay, this has a lot of meaning and I want to have this tattooed on me. But then what if something else comes along and I want that tattooed and then something else and then something else? Like, I only have so much skin. Like, you can
that's
only
what I'm
cover
thinking,
so
like,
much.
You want something that's
And I don't want like
permanent?
my entire body. I just want like a asymmetrical thing, like my right side of my top half and like my left leg. Like, just
yeah. So
something
like
that
if you
goes-
like,
I don't want like my whole entire body covered.
that's why
So I
like to
just have
me,
to-
I'm thinking like, oh, I really like this. This is a great thing. Like I'm gonna get like a custom made wood carving.
You guys obviously have not
Like-
broken your lives down in chapters.
Just get like a
No,
like
I
a-
have,
like a
but to a degree.
special homemade wood carving, and it's like it costs like $250.
Yeah, I mean, I
And
get
you
what
hang it in
Ryan's
the
saying.
house.
Like, there are some things
You don't
like
have to get it tattooed on your.
You just
body.
take the
No,
best
there-
of the best of
there
your
are some
highlights of
things.
your life so
But-
far. And that's what you get tattooed.
If you do and it looks cool, then
well, one thing I will
it's
eventually
also amazing.
one thing I'll get is my grandparents. Like, I've only got one left out of all four of them. So eventually I'll get something that can somehow like combine all of them into one. Like, okay, this was for my grandma this side, grandma that side, grandpa that side. I don't know. Like, I just need to figure something out, and then that'll take care of that whole chapter of life or whatever. So I went
Because
and
that
like,
was important to you.
yeah,
That
so,
chapter.
So I
yeah.
went and won like a bunch of different things for each one. I would just want something that would represent
all of them.
because it's like
I
just
like that.
Yeah, you have
grandparents
like
as a whole.
you got 4 things, and
Yeah.
it just looks like a 4-leaf clover and shit. And that ties
was-
into your fucking birthday too.
Funny you say
Boom.
that. I was
Bam.
actually thinking that because I'd be like, oh, a leaf for each one, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's my middle name, blah blah blah.
It's like
that, like
2
ties
birds
and
with one
everything.
stone type thing.
So yeah, so like like Ryan said, you just gotta have to break it down into what you would actually want.
you got to know your chapters of your life,
Yeah.
and you got to know which ones are important.
But you also
That's the
have
thing,
to.
though. It's like when I see that, and you say that, I'm like, okay, that looks really good, and it looks good on you.
you don't know your own
But
chapters.
But also,
I
it
think it's
doesn't
the
matter
thing-
that.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's like when I think of me, I don't have any chapters to fill it with, so it's like I just don't
Yeah.
understand it.
You do.
I don't
You would
see it.
just
I'm
have
like,
to.
No.
You would just have to think about
Until
it.
those
Yeah.
chapters filled in.
You haven't thought about it enough, actually.
Because you would have to want it. Not everybody
Well, I'm just
wants
saying,
them.
I can't think of anything that I want.
Not everybody would like a tattoo on their body. Like that's like the biggest
I could
thing.
see it. I just don't see it. I could, but I could see I could see the potential.
Right. Yeah,
No.
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of people that appreciate it, but they just don't want it on themselves. And then there's a lot of people that just don't understand it. It's like, what the
I
fuck?
also feel like within the past couple of years, I've become like
You're more liberal now, aren't
no,
you?
not liberal, just like empty. Like I don't,
Well, it's like the same
Yeah.
thing.
like I don't give a fuck. About
Oh my
anything.
god.
Like I just don't give a fuck about anything anymore.
Well, you give a fuck about your podcast, right?
Nah.
Brian's podcast. It's gonna be the best podcast ever.
It says LIQAST.
It's just Brian's podcast.
Or if you say
he
fast,
owns the equipment.
LIQAST. Or
Yeah,
LIQAST.
let's lick some ass on our liquor podcast.
I know that.
That's a good motto. Let's do that.
LIQAST.
Let's lick some ass on our liquor podcast. LIQAST.
All right, let's go on to topic number 2.
Okay.
What time is it? What time are we at? Should we end this?
No, we're not
we're
ending
not
shit
ending
because
anything.